command. The coat was made by the famous Western costume, and it does bear their label on the inside of the coat. The lot also includes a still of John Wayne with his co-stars, Claire Trevor and Roy Rogers, and that was Roy Rogers before Trigger, okay? Just so we know. At $4,500, we're looking for the $5,000 now. It's in pristine condition. It is lovely. At $4,500, who'll say the $5,000 now? At $5,000 internet bid, and for you John Wayne fans, you gotta have this. At $5,000, looking for the 55 now. At $5,000, who'll say the 55? At $5,000, who'll say the 55? It is a nice piece, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, beautiful piece. At $5,000, looking for the 55 now, this 1940, this Western was based on Cantrell's Raiders, and they were a notorious group of Confederate gun runners. Imagine that. At $5,000, we're looking for the 55 now. At $5,000 once, you're going to let me sell this, you John Wayne fans. You're going to be so sorry. $5,000 twice. Are you sure? Third and final call at $5,000. Congratulations to our internet bidder. Go home with that. Have a great, great time.
And a reminder, Dark Command can be seen on American Movie Classics later this weekend as well. And you know, you too can bid on these items from Hollywood's glorious past by jumping on the internet and simply going to amctv.com. Tonight's technology is made possible by iBidLive.tv. And for more information on iBidLive, just check out their website. Later in the show, you'll have an opportunity to own a piece of one of the greatest movies of all time, the lion costume from The Wizard of Oz. And coming up next, we'll hear from one of America's finest directors discussing a true work of passion, brought to you by Friskies.
Friskies knows that.
Welcome back to the home of filmmaking, Hollywood, California, where we have our AMC live auction. And tonight I am joined by accomplished filmmaker Ted Demi, who most recently made a big splash with the highly acclaimed film Below. Excellent movie, by the way, after also directing the hit Eddie Murphy comedy Life. So I want to thank you very much, Ted, for being here tonight.
Thank you, John.
Nice seeing you.
Accomplished. I'm not sure about that, but
well,
I'll take it.
I got to tell you, that's an excellent movie, and I think you really hit the big time with Below.
Oh, well, thanks. It's a film that meant a lot to me, and I spent a lot of time on it, and I'm really proud of it.
Now, your uncle, of course, is John Demi.
Yes, yes.
Was he whispering in your ear, hey, you know, you ought to do a master shot here, or think about doing this?
No, he doesn't give me those kind of whispers, but he's a big influence on me, just a person and a filmmaker, and I'm lucky to have a guy that great kind of looking over my shoulder and help me out. So, yeah, he's always there for good support.
Now, you're going to help us a little bit later on in the show, aren't you? You're going to be down on the auction
I'm going to wear a swimsuit, and I'm going to, you know, help out with some of the auctioneers. Yes, absolutely.
Actually, what are you going to? You're going to be. Do you know the item that you're going to be working on?
You know, I don't know. I think they've. There's a whole bunch of them. I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's something that I didn't want to bid on, so I have to stand on the stage and, you know, sign my number as well.
I think Clouseau's hat, I think, is one of the things you're going to be auctioning.
Oh, man, that's like the one thing I wanted.
I think it's a size 7 3/8.
It's definitely not fitting this noggin. I got a 7 5/8. It's not that good.
Thank you for stopping in.
All right, John, thank you very much.
Tonight. Okay, all right, we're going back down to the auction floor.
Say the 19 now. At $1,800, it's a gorgeous piece. At $1,800, we want the 19 now. At $1,800, who'll say the 19? At $1,800, you'll let me sell this? $1,800 once, and we're in-house with that. You people at home, you're going to miss on this. $1,800 twice. Third and final call at $1,800. Are we all finished? Are we all finished? So congratulations to you, sir. What's your number, please? Number 238. Enjoy that. It's a nice presentation. Lot number 21, ladies and gentlemen, is really an absolutely fabulous piece. Thank you, Ms. Bruneau. That is the Raging Bull poster. That does feature 3 signatures, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Scorsese, Jake LaMotta, and Robert De Niro. This is a classic, ladies and gentlemen. This was directed by Martin Scorsese. It's really a lovely, lovely piece.
All right, well, coming up, obviously, we do have a rare poster of Raging Bull signed by both Martin Scorsese and Jake LaMotta. But first, Martin and Teresa Saldana, who played Jake's sister, discussing one of the greatest films from the 1980s, Raging Bull. Take a look at this.
I knew that Raging Bull would be a hit even when we were doing it. In fact,
I sensed it during the audition process. There was just a feeling in the air. And then once I got into the shooting of it and once it was wrapped, there was no doubt in my mind. I definitely knew that Raging Bull would be a hit because just what I could see on the set was amazing work.
I designed all the fight scenes that way on paper and in a sense said, well, it's got to be definitive about fighting, I think, or at least what fighting must seem like to a man inside the ring. Jake LaMotta and De Niro worked out the choreography of each fight that was going to be in the film, and I had this little black and white video that they made from Gleason's gym, and I just ran it back and forth, and in my mind did drawings and diagrams as to how to do a series of punches, a series of strokes, how to do it, how to shoot those four.
We would do on Raging Bull a take, and then Marty might pull Bobby aside and talk, and then when we did the take, something completely different might happen. And it was great. It's a peak experience.
Number 21, ladies and gentlemen, is a Raging Bull poster. This is a wonderful piece. It is autographed, ladies and gentlemen, by Martin Scorsese, Jake LaMotta, and Robert De Niro. This is a must-have for those of you both in-house and at home. If you do collect posters, ladies and gentlemen, the movie posters, this is one that you're not going to want to miss out on. We're going to start the bidding at, ladies and gentlemen, $4,500. I'm looking for the $4,750 now. This is a terrific piece, ladies and gentlemen. These certainly, they're just wonderful. At $4,750, we're looking for the $5,000 now. That isn't a lot for a poster like this. Truly, it isn't. This is a lovely piece. You do have the 3 signatures. Raging Bull was directed by Martin Scorsese. It is just a terrific film. This will always be memorialized with this poster, ladies and gentlemen. You've got those 3 signatures. At $5,000, thank you on the internet. At $5,000, we're looking for the $5,250 now. You won't be sorry when you get this one at home. At $5,250 internet now. At $5,250, we're looking for the $5,500 now. At $5,250, looking for the $5,500 now. It's a nice piece, nice piece. At $5,250, who'll say the 55 now? At $5,250, who'll say the 55? It's a nice piece, ladies and gentlemen. Really was. De Niro won an Oscar for this, ladies and gentlemen. Raging Bull was just a terrific movie. It truly was. At $5,250, who'll say the 55 now? At $5,250, who'll say the 55? $5,250 once. Notice how I pause. Are you sure? $5,250 twice. Truly, if you are interested, you won't be sorry. Third and final call at $5,200. Remember this price because you won't ever see it again. $5,250 once, twice, third and final call. Congratulations to our internet bidder. Enjoy that beautiful, beautiful piece. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our Bond girl, Ms. Maud Adams. Please give her a big hand. Please give her a big hand. Maud, you're such a beautiful woman, such a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Can I get you to sign this poster for me real fast, Maud?
Absolutely.
And then what I'd love for you to do, anywhere on the poster you'd like to. There we go, Maud Adams. You know what, Maud Adams? She was in 2 James Bond movies, that's correct?
That's correct.
I'm going to tell you what, you just added so much to this poster by signing it, and we thank you for it. Maud, come on over here with me to the podium in Ewan. Let's sell this amazing item, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sell this amazing item. And let me tell you what this amazing item is. I'm not going to sell Maud, I promise, and she wouldn't let me. But it's lot number 24, ladies and gentlemen. It's an Aquastar mini jet from Octopussy.
Yes, the so-called Beady Jet.
The Beady Jet.
And there's only one in the world.
Oh my, so I guess you got to experience that firsthand.
Well, I didn't get to fly it, unfortunately.
Oh,
I tried.
shame. You tried to fly that? Well, you got more courage than I would. It was.
Well, you do need a lot of courage for that little Beady
There
Jet.
you
It's
go.
very fast, and it does fly, although I think
Maud,
it needs some repairs.
you're going to have to help me sell this item. You
I
know
will.
that now. Okay, all right. Maud's going to help me. We've got the poster. You can take this micro jet home, this mini jet home with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for $150,000. That's not a whole lot. At 150, let me tell you, this thing it flies at 310 miles per hour.
Exactly, and it's your own jet. My God.
There
I
you
mean, how
go.
can one can buy a jet for $150,000?
Compared to what, $1 million?
Yeah.
There you go. So what a tremendous saving. At $150,000, I'm looking at the 160. It sounds like a great deal to me.
It's a fantastic deal. But this is really one piece of movement.
It's only 12 feet long. Park it in the garage. You know, take it home, park it in the garage.
Museum piece.
Absolutely, it is.
Fantastic collector's piece. It has to be worth a lot more than
Absolutely.
that. Yeah.
We are so far from value. At $150,000, we're looking for the 160 now. At $150,000, who'll say that 160 now, it's really a tremendous piece, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly, if you are interested in this type of collectible, it is a one-of-a-kind, unique piece. It's been used in the James Bond movie.
And it has been to, I think, every major air show in the world.
It has a wingspan of 12 feet.
Yes. You can barn
Of 17 feet. And if you compare that to a Boeing, I guess, 747, it has 195 feet. So
yes, but this is living proof that bigger is not necessarily better.
absolutely, Maude, I couldn't have said that better. Couldn't have said that better. At $150,000, we're looking for, and needless to say, the poster. The poster is worth that. Now, come on.
I mean, don't anybody have $150,000 spare lying around?
At $150,000 once, $150,000 twice. Third and final call. Sold to reserve. Maude, thank you so much, though. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. If you'd love to, I really appreciate that. I'd like to keep the photo for myself.
Well, of course, if you had that, you'd always fly first class, I think. All right, stay tuned for more collectible classics as we continue with AMC Live, the Hollywood Auction. In our next hour, bid on a memorable weekend at Francis Ford Coppola's Scenic Winery. Yeah, that's right. And the hat worn by the bumbling Inspector Clouseau in The Pink Panther. And, of course, once-in-a-lifetime chance to own a piece of Hollywood history.